So I have gone ahead and I have made my tier list. So at the top we have gotta have it, next love it, then like it, average, all right, and not my cup of tea. I put them in rainbow order. I just found that was fun. So let's start off with the celebration model. This is Athenian lady. She is the she is a pinto chestnut horse on the Dundee mold or the Dundee mold. I love her. She is super duper cute and she's going in love it. She is an amazing celebration horse and I'm so excited to get her. I have two coming my way, so I am super duper excited for her. Next, we have the single day stablemates or the event stablemates. First, and this is the bejeweled set. First, we have Make It Pop like pink champagne on the Akik mold. I believe that's how you say it. She's a pink filigree on this new show Stance Arabian. She's average. I mean, they could have really done so much with this. And they have done really good decorators in the past. But they just went, I agree, they were lazy. While she is my favorite because I do like this mold, I have to put her in average. Same goes for blue jeans, white shirt on the Cassidy mold. Cassidy is an amazing stock horse mold, and while I do love the color blue, it's just they had so much. They could have done a beautiful pinto on here or Tobiano to make it look like kind of a shirt going down her legs. They could have done that. They could have done some really fun Appaloosa spots on this one to make it pop. They just were lazy with the filigrees. Now, I do love this mold and this shade of green for waiting for that green light. This is a mold I'd love to get, but again, same issues. You could have done a really cute brindle on this one. You could have done again an Appaloosa. All of these Appaloosas would have worked, like more intricate. I mean, these are just lazy. And my least favorite is the Prince Charming mold. I don't like this mold, but this is Suddenly I Was a Lilac Sky, and these names are long. Um, I'm not the hugest fan of purple. It's just it honestly looks really dark compared to these, and I just am not a fan of Prince Charming. So that is the stablemates and the ticket models. So Athenian Lady comes with your VIP, all access, and online traditional tickets. These come with your VIP and then single day, so like a single, and then a stablemate ticket online and in person will come with one of these randomly selected. Next, we're getting into our special runs. First, we have Can't Hold Us Down on the Indian Pony mold. She is our vintage SR for this year. I'm going to put her in Like It. I do like her brindling. She's a really unique color and I love it. I just am not sure about this head on the Indian Pony. And I have a feeling she's going to be the color split. I could see it. And I think if she was like a real golden, that'd be cool. But she's a Like It. I can get her on my online tickets, but I did not put in my preference for her. But I did put my preference in for Miss Independent. So she is on the Cantering Warm Blood mold. She is a Dulio, and I love her. I have put in on one of my tickets, she is my preference, and she is going in Gotta Have It. She's the one who inspired me to buy a ticket this year, and I love her. She's super pretty, and I am super excited for her. I don't think she's going to be the color split. They typically do Pintos or Appaloosas. She might be matte glossy, and maybe she has a hidden mane and tail variation, but none of the molds, except for the decorator, have a known mane and tail variation. So we'll have to see on her. Next, we have Sorry Not Sorry. This is on the Salinero mold, a beautiful leopard Appaloosa in gloss. He is going right in, if I can get it to listen, right in front of them in average. I'm not a huge dressage breed collector. I have a few Spanish warm bloods, but I don't collect like these bigger warm bloods. Plus, I'm not the hugest fan of gloss, and I'm not a fan of the stand. I just don't think stands would work here. My cats, if they were to get a hold of this, especially Nico, our littlest, our youngest, he would play and knock that around. Next, we have, and he could be the matte glossy split and the color variation, so he could have quite a few variations. Next, I know everyone is screaming about this one. This is my fight song. I love this guy. He's going to go under Athenian Lady. He's on the new Lipizzaner Stallion mold, and he reminds me so much of a chestnut, uh, of a Mustang. And that's what I would show him as. But sadly, he is not available on my online access ticket, online traditional ticket. So he has to go below Athenian Lady because it's out of my reach. And maybe I can snag him in the second chance sale if that's how that works. I've never participated in the second chance sale before, so we'll have to see. But he's really pretty, and I know he's on a stand, but I could put him somewhere where. But this one's just so tiny, and our cat Nico has an obsession with bottle caps, and this is about the size of a bottle cap. Next, um, Surprise Girls Run the World. I have no idea where to put it because one, I don't know what it's going to be, but I do want to buy one. So it is going in Gotta Have It, but I have no idea what this is going to be. I love the logo, and we do know it's going to be a mare from Breyer's post saying her slash she, so that's exciting. Next, Edge of Glory on the Ashquire mold. Don't think I pronounced that right. I like him. I love a good dapple. His nose sometimes throws me off, but I think that might just be from the gloss. He is a really cool dappling, a reverse and a standard dapple. He's really interesting, but again, I cannot get him on my ticket. So he has to go below the one I can get on my ticket. He's really cute. Maybe I'll grab him in the second chance sale. Who knows? Next, another hot ticket item is Fighter and Survivor. They are going right up here. They are going right under Miss Independent. This is on the new Vanner Marin Full, and I love them. They are available online, and I want them. They are the other one I selected my preference for. So these three made my preference sheet, and I filled my preference sheet with these three. So watch, I am going to get this one and the other one I don't want. But I love them. They're going to be very versatile in the show ring. You could show her as a Shire and him as a and the full as a Clydesdale. It's just very versatile, and I'm super excited for them. Next is the non-horse special run, formerly known as the non-equine special run. I'm going to put this one right above Can't Hold Us Down. So this is I Will Survive. It is a quagga, and I do want to work in de-extinction with the quagga, actually by genetic, so having a genetic quagga. So this is a really interesting one. Again, not available with my ticket, so I might try to snag him in the second chance sale. But we'll have to see. He's really stunning. I am starting to grow on the white. I thought they were supposed to be black, but I'm like, oh, my brain just went somewhere completely wrong when I first saw him. Next, we have this abomination. I love decorators. I love the wild and crazy decorators. Not my cup of tea. The Astro Pony is really cute. And if they had done like the Girls Run the World colors or just the red slash pink, orange, and yellow, I would have loved that. But the lime green is everywhere. And that just takes up. So maybe if they had done like the color, like the rainbow color, and had the markings be white, I just don't think it works like this. So, not my cup of tea. Not gonna try for it. But I'm probably gonna end up getting it because that might be on my ticket. Now we are on to LEs. First, we have Always Chipper on the Newsworthy mold, striking black Pinto, going right up here and gotta have it. He is my favorite LE of the year, and if I do not get him at Breyerfest, I will pick him up in the second chance sale. So I love him. Next, Alan A Day's Work. He's all right. Nothing against the portrait himself. He's a really nice one. I personally am just not a fan of this mold. I do not like these ears. These look like bunny ears to me. If it was a newer mold, I probably would put it up and like it. He's just average right now because of his mold. His mold's holding him back. That's all. Next, another hot ticket item, Blue Zeus. Breyer is anticipating a lot of popularity, so they have already said they were going to do pre-orders on him. He's all right. He's all right. I'm not the hugest fan of Fireheart, and if he was just like this, then yeah, he'd be cute. But he has this white marking on his other side I just don't like. And I know that's true to the portrait, but it's just not my cup of tea. And he is cute. I mean, I really like his shading and all that, but he's adorable, but just not one I'm gonna get. Who sneezed? My cat's crawling out of a cuties box. Here we go again with the cats in the cuties box. Okay, the classic decorator for this year is Just Like Fire. Right there. This is where he goes in a lot of people's rankings, I believe. I love the concept. The concept is great. The blue needs to come up higher and maybe be put in the main. And I think I'd like him better as a clear wear. So while he's on the Mullick mold, I love that mold. I do have High Tide. He's just not my cup of tea. Fortitude, the crystal for this year, down in that. Not my cup of tea. I don't plan to collect the crystals. Again, I have cats, and my cats like to play with things they shouldn't be playing with. That's why my shelves are high. But I just fear that with my brother, who's also really huge and stomps around the house, that he'll get broken. So he's just not one I'm looking for. So it's on the rearing or the fighting stallion, which is a popular mold and fits the theme this year. So next is the Best of Breyerfest. I think this is average. There's a couple in there I like. I love this quarter horse, and I think I am going to actually buy it off somebody. But I don't want the others. So it's average. They're really cute, and I do collect stablemates. So now we are down to, oh, and the Blue Zeus is online only, so I forgot to say that. So now we're moving on to the online only stablemate, which is Wild Things. And I do really like this one. So I'm going to put her right there, him or her right there. I am going to try to snag this one up. There is a really high chance this is going to get a variation, but there's only 3,000 and they sold out so fast last year. Poor Buggy. So, yeah. On the Cantering Morgan mold, I do like it. She's really cute. So I will try to get her. Finally, we have Percy, the plush for this year, going up and gotta have it. So I want to go into zoology and I want to work with the Skowski wild horse. So this guy is an absolute must. I am so excited for him. He is super cute. I probably could do without the eyebrows, but I do love him. So that is currently my rankings. So in Gotta Have It, we have Miss Independent, Fighter and Survivor, Surprise, Girls Run the World, Always Chipper, and Percy. In Love It, we have the Celebration model, Athenian Lady, and This Is My Fight Song. In Like It, we have I Will Survive, Wild Things, Can't Hold Us Down, and Edge of Glory. In Average, we have Sorry Not Sorry, Pop Make It Pop Like Pink Champagne, blue jeans, white shirt, waiting for that green light, Suddenly I Was a Lilac Sky, and the Best of Breyerfest set, though the Loping Quarter Horse probably goes up into the Like It. In All Right, we have Alan A Day's Work, solely because of the mold. If it was a newer mold, probably would be up in Like It. And Blue Zeus. His white spot holds him back so much. And Not My Cup of Tea, we have Better Than Revenge, Just Like Fire, and Fortitude. So thank you so much for tuning into my first video of our countdown to Breyerfest. We are currently only 4 days away from Breyerfest, 5 days away if we're counting Friday. 4 days if we're not counting Friday, 5 if we're counting Friday. So tune in for tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.